All right, everybody, I think we can get started. Thank you for joining us. My name is Craig Boyd. I am the Vice President of Marketing here at New Frontier Data. We are very excited to show you Equio 4.0. And today's host is going to be our Chief Operating Officer, Gary Allen. And just to let you know, at the end, we will have a couple minutes to answer questions. So feel free to type in your questions and we'll get to as many as we can. With that, I'll turn it over to Gary.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gary Allen. I am the COO of New Frontier Data. I'm very excited today to introduce you to our newly redesigned 4.0 of Equio. Equio is a platform designed to really resolve three key challenges faced by legal cannabis stakeholders. Number one, what data is required and available to substantiate business for the legislative research, for legislators, researchers, and operators, as well as investors? Where can the data be found to avoid having to piecemeal it all together? And then most importantly, what data is vetted and thus reliable to ensure quality, viable, and trusted analysis? My background is in ad tech. Over the last 20 years, 20 some odd years, I have gone from everything from designing and building mobile banking applications to bid management and trading systems and search to competitive intelligence systems throughout all of ad tech. I've been with New Frontier for the last couple of years and excited to be leading the Equio design as well as the implementation of our big data infrastructure. New Frontier Data, to give you a little bit of background for some of you who aren't aware, haven't visited us in a while. Our expertise is our unique approach. We are a technology leader, and we really thrive on collaborative partnerships. For our media reach, you'll see a number up there, 5.8 billion. So that's effective media or earned media. And that means that we have about an 87 to 90% share of voice in the cannabis marketplace when we're talking about data and analysis of the market on a macroeconomic and microeconomic levels. Our unique approach, as it says here on this slide that you're seeing, we analyze millions of data points. We have more than 100 industry partners as operators, groups of growers. We have a new relationship with the Growers Network. We are constantly finding new data sources to ensure that the data that the analysis and the data that we bring forward to the marketplace, as I stated before, is vetted, trusted, and reliable. Our approach to big data for New Frontier, really ensuring that we get information from federal, state, and local industry, the ancillary sectors, as well as consumers. The data across all 5 dimensions is critical. It's really important to understand that especially as a market is nascent and growing and maturing as the legal cannabis market is, that we bring mature market practices, vetted data, and a real world analysis to the industry so that people are talking about facts and not opinions about what's going on in cannabis. So I'm going to switch over to our Equio platform here. And again, I'm very excited to show you this. Those of you that may have seen the Equio platform, first thing you'll notice is that it is truly redesigned. The Equio platform is now designed to be much more of a dashboard. All of the information that you're looking at now and all of the information that you'll look at through any of the menu options on the left-hand side, the information is segmented in small widgets, as we call them. Not a very unique name, but applicable. All of the widgets have information that is important to either investing, researching, operating, some sort of reference or research. And then we have a bunch of our content that has been collected over the last 4 years that is now archived and at your fingertips. So I'm going to start off just kind of walking you through what the Equio platform is and how it's going to help you. First and foremost, we've added the first steps of personalization. So as you can see, it says Gary Allen. If you click on this, It gives me an opportunity to give a bunch of information about myself so that the Equio platform can learn as well as then be customized. And we can also get information and data on who our consumers are of our products and what information they're interested in seeing. It allows me to manage my subscription level, look at anything that I may have purchased, change my password. So again, this is your account management system, and this will continue to grow. Back to our dashboard. Sorry about this. Back to our dashboard. First thing you'll notice at the top is our ticker. That ticker has been on our dashboard now for about a year. This one is now redesigned. While it currently has the same functionality as the last, it will now be able to grow into a customizable ticker, and you'll see that over the next month or two. This is like every other stock ticker. And down to just below that on the left-hand side, you'll see our Cannabis Insight Daily. Some of you get that email every day. These are 5 things you need to know about the cannabis industry, curated specifically for our audience. That audience right now is somewhere around 30,000. And so we get a lot of information on what types of data that they're interested in. New to Equio 4.0 is the capability of looking at the archives. And we've been creating data for this particular Cannabis Insight Daily. This archive goes back to 2017, and you'll be able to go through the different months as well as search by keyword. Moving over just to the right, you'll see the wholesale pricing that has moved up into the top layer of our information, our top level of our information. This is brought to us. This is a good example of a data partnership. We have this through Cannabis Benchmarks. This gives you a spot index of indoor, outdoor, greenhouse, medical, adult. This particular view is at our essential level, and it's a good time to talk about that. We have 3 basic levels, 3 main levels of subscription. We have Essential, Premium, and Enterprise. At our Central level, Central is really designed to be a reference tool, and a lot of what you'll see here, I am logged as an enterprise user, but I will point out things that are just for Essential. This is one of those. For our premium, for our enterprise users, we will be providing spot price by state, and through our enterprise users, there'll be spot price by state with a running history of 6 months. Again, making sure that we provide valuable information at every level. We introduce a new feature in Equio, U.S. tax notices. We've designed, through one of our partnerships, we've designed a tax alert system. This system shows all tax regulations from state, county to town in any state that cannabis is legal, that allows you to see what is going on and the date that it's happening. So this particular regulation, as it's loading up here, you'll be able to see who it is. So this is from May 15th. Yep, this is from May 15th. And it gives you all of the civic information about what that regulation, what's going to change, who is proposing that change, so on and so forth. In the coming months, you'll see the alerts will be, we will have an alert system that allows you to select your state, city, or county, and therefore if a regulation does change, the Equio system will alert you. We're also introducing the job listings. So this is cannabis job listings in all states that have cannabis jobs. You can select your state. You can even select it by role. And you can see the actual cannabis job listing. We bring this in from the 4 major job boards, as well as through Vangst, which is a cannabis specific job board that is run out of Colorado. Our interactive data map has gotten a little bit smaller on this version, has become so much more, has much more depth in the data that it presents. We still have the legalized states, and this is updated once a month to make sure that we have the right information, or when states change their legal status. We have the qualifying conditions. Hovering over this map will show you each of those conditions for each. I always like to show DC because DC somehow, for being the smallest little district, has an amazing amount of qualifying conditions. We also are introducing at our central level for the first time the cannibalization of alcohol, tobacco, and pharma just at this. This just gives you a heat map of the severity or degree of cannibalization for each one of those markets. Cannibalization being defined as for every dollar that was to be spent in alcohol, how much of that dollar is now being spent on cannabis. The interactive map also has the job opportunities. The information you see here, it now has it aggregated. So California currently has 1,100 jobs. California currently has 1,100 jobs available. If you click into it, you'll see those jobs here, and then you can click through to see those jobs. We also have the tax information that you see, that the aggregate of the tax information and regulation you see in the right-hand corner is now also this map. So you can see Colorado has an adult use tax of 15%. You can click into this map and it'll show you at different city levels if there are any changes, sorry, from the state, if they're adding any additional taxes. Our Cannabis, which is our most engaged content, is now available, and its archives are available here in Equio as well. The archives bring you out into the New Frontier Data website and allow you instant access to all of the cannabis. I think there's 900 or so. The U.S. legal cannabis market size in sales, we've updated the numbers. These are reflective of 2017. We will be updating these numbers once a quarter as we come in, and then our projections. We've also introduced the new company profiles in Equio. This is the legal state of Mexico. So what's going on in Mexico? They're still designed and formatted in the same way as our major reports. All of the country profiles will be free. We're also introducing a new feature with Equio 4.0 called the Canticle. The Canticle is, as you may suspect, a calendar of cannabis events that are happening all over the world, all in one place. So here for Friday, May 18th, California Cannabis Awards. May 21st in LA, the Institutional Capital and Cannabis Conference. So each one of these things allows you to click into it. You can subscribe to see any updates. You can sync this to your calendar. You can favorite this. This is a really unique tool to New Frontier Data into Equio, allowing you to really manage the entire year of what's going to happen for conferences and information that's going on in the cannabis world. That's our dashboard. So our dashboard has increased, and it has increased in the amount of data that it's showing, as well as the dynamic nature of it. We've also now changed our report library to allow multiple reports to be viewed at the same time. The newest reports will be coming up first. We now have a section of interactive reports, which introduce video content. Each one of our major reports also has what's called the Canticle clip. Some of you may have seen that on our YouTube channel. Each one of those Canticle clips that is related to the report will be included in this interactive reports tab. It gives you the author, the research analyst that worked on it, the editing, marketing, and PR, a summary, the ability to see it or buy it. We have key findings, so that you don't have to read all 400 pages of one of our big reports. You can read through this paragraph and find and see in bold the key findings, as well as in the bullets on the right-hand side. Also, it'll show you every chart in that report. At certain levels, at the Premium Plus level, you're able to download these charts and use them in any fashion that you want. So you can use them as long as they are all watermarked already. So you're able to search by report, search by keyword. Let me make sure I'm on the charts. Okay. Let me do this again. Search by keyword, California. So now I can pick up all the reports and all the charts that address California. And now you can continue to use California, obviously, because it's going to be the largest economy for cannabis for us, and it's also the one people are talking about mostly right now. So that's our reports library. Again, new interactive reports, video content, searchable, and then the attribution between the charts and each one of the reports so that you don't have to search through. I think our chart library is now over 1,000. From there, down the left-hand side, we then go to our audiences, right? Investing, researching, operating. So for investing, we have our wholesale pricing, we have our tax notices, we have everything that is designed to allow an investor know right away what's going on. And if they have specific states that they want to look at, not only through taxes, but in our premium plus and in our enterprise, the wholesale pricing will be by state, tax notifications, our industry analyst reports as well. We have an investment flow tracker that's coming up here very quickly. Our interactive map is here, and then an ability to look at the company profiles. The ability to look at the company profiles, and these are 30 companies. They will actually end up being about 100 companies in the next month or so. That allows investors to see what's going on in the industry. For researching, we have our Canticlips. We have all of our archives of our Canticlips. So this is all the video archive that we've done over the last 2.5 years that we've been doing them. Our Cannabit as well. Presentations that we've done out in the world. Now our Equio subscribers have access to presentations from conferences, our webinars. I just hit back by accident. Sorry about that, folks. Or the interactive data map, of course, and then all of our reports. For operating, again, wholesale pricing, job listings, statewide reports come up first in the operating because most of our operators are in a specific state. So you have your state reports here, our analyst reports here, the Canna calendar, and then, of course, the interactive map. The reference library gives you all of what I've just shown you kind of right at your fingertips. So as you can see, all of the information in Equio is now grouped and organized in such a way that it's much easier. There's a lot more interactive content. So I am going to, that is Equio, and I am going to open this up to some questions. Craig, let me know what I'm supposed to do here. There we go.
Yeah, or I can tell you the questions too.
You go right ahead.
Okay, first question is, where are you getting your job opening data from?
So our job data comes from four mature market boards: Monster, Indeed, Jobs.com, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the other one. And then Vankst, which is again a cannabis-specific job board.
Cool. The next question. This one is, will there be a section that collects all the zoning bylaws and ordinances, both medical and recreational, both cultivation site and dispensaries of local towns and neighborhoods instead of just state ordinances?
Well, the short answer is yes, that will be coming. And as well, that will be in, depending on the subscription level. But yes, we have a regulation tracking system that we're implementing, which it wasn't able to make it to the 4.0. We'll be running updates about every 6 to 8 weeks.
Great, that was quite the involved question. Another question is, where is the category revenue coming from?
Category revenue.
I'm assuming specific. That I'm guessing that means where is the cannabis revenue that we're reporting, where is that data coming from, is what I'm guessing the question is. Yep, he just confirmed, yeah.
So let me get back to 1 second here. There we go. So the best way to describe to you where our revenue is coming from, as this slide shows, we get federal revenue from, sorry, information from the federal government. Specific to your question, the state and local governments, they give us revenue information. They give us sales information as well as purchase information, purchase history, seed to sale type information. The industry itself, through data partnerships, we get that information. Ancillary sectors, we get information through partners like Growth Generation and other partners that we've produced reports with that give us their data. And then we collect and buy consumer data as well.
Cool. And questions are coming in fast and furious now, so we will get to as many as we can. Someone just asked, could you please show the operating tab and explain it?
Sure. So this is the operating tab, right? The operating tab are for people who operate, cultivators, dispensary owners, manufacturers. You know, the operating tab has the wholesale pricing. It has job listings. It gives you information on what types of jobs are out there. It gives access to our analyst reports as well as the state reports specific to the operator. The information about conferences that are happening, and then all of the interactive data map information. It also gives the operator the capability of looking at the key reports, like Cannabis on Demand, the key reports in the operating that may be most interesting to operators. Sorry.
Sure. This one says, do you collect data for Arizona? I see Colorado and California so far.
So we have, well, this was 2016, but we also have a 2017 updated. Yes, we collect data in Arizona.
Yeah, and I think if you were referring to the map, there is also data in the map on Arizona as well. Someone asked, revenue license, the sales revenue that we're reporting, is that license sales versus black market estimates or both?
Could you repeat that question? Sorry.
Yeah, Larry's asking, the revenue that we're reporting, is that just on license sales or is it also estimated black market sales?
Nothing that we report is on black market sales on the Equio dashboard. The Equio platform, all of it is vetted and proven information. We do make assumptions and analysis of the black market in some of our other reports.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we do have some reports that does show estimated black market, but obviously that's all estimated since you can't get real hard data on that. Let's see. What about information on Cali's new distribution system? All movement goes through licensed distributor. Are you now tracking that? It starts July 2nd, 2018.
So are we tracking the fact that it happened, or are we tracking?
I'm guessing the true question here is, will we be reporting that? Yes. Obviously we can't report it now since it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, no, yes. And listen, as everybody knows on this call, or everybody who's been, in the industry for more than 4.5 minutes understands that 4.5 minutes is 2.5 years. So the industry moves very fast. We will keep up with all of one of the reasons we have the tax notification, and then also we have a regulatory alert system for ourselves right now that will be coming into Equio, is, we're the first consumers of our data. The only way for us to stay in front of the marketplace and continue to provide the value to our subscribers and to our clients is to ensure that we do keep up with all of that. And so yes, we absolutely will be tracking. The interesting thing about that question, the interesting thing that will be seen over the next probably quarter or two, is what are the differences in efficiency that happen that we will see in California as a result of the additional layer in the market.
We have a lot of questions coming in, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get to them all.
Well, we can keep going for a little bit.
Okay.
I think we did one webinar about a month ago that went over an hour. I don't want to do that, but let's see if we can get as many as we can.
Okay, we'll do what we can. We also want to make sure that we show people the discount code at the end here. So let's see. Which packages include wholesale data?
So at every level, you'll have some form of wholesale data. Our wholesale pricing, as you can see on the screen now, at our essential level, you'll get a national wholesale pricing index. It gets refreshed every single week. At the premium level, you'll see the national as well as a state by state. At the enterprise level, you will see the national, the state by state, and then the state by state will also have a much deeper report attached to it that shows a running history.
Great. Someone has actually, this question is about Canada. Will you be able to report medical cannabis sales sold in pharmacies in Canada?
So yes, the short answer to that is absolutely. We have a number of really good partners in Canada. I encourage you to look at our Canada report that just came out 2 weeks ago. But we will be collecting information. We will also be producing within the end of the year. We will be producing Equio for Canada.
That's right. Here is a question about consumer data. Do you have consumer data describing customer demographics and preferences? Also, do you offer raw data in which your customers can then do the analysis themselves?
So yes, we do have access to the consumer data, and we use that. We use that in a lot of the reports that we are publishing, and we also use that in the custom advisory services that we do. As far as giving access to the raw database from our customers at this particular moment, no. Over the next few months, we have contemplated giving a view into the enterprise at the enterprise level, giving a view into analysts of some of our larger clients that would need it.
Yeah. Here's another follow-up kind of on consumer data. In terms of purchase and consumption by consumers, how detailed do you get on those demographics? Male, female, age range, income, etc.
Just short of presuming of providing a consumer archetype, we get pretty detailed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, particularly in our reports themselves. This person asks, cities and counties continually address whether they will allow cannabis. Will your program have a future section detailing or dealing with those discussions? If so, when? So I'm guessing that's
actually a really good question.
It is.
It's a really good idea. Yes, I can't answer when, but we're constantly talking about how to provide stable, vetted predictability and predictions to the industry. So whoever asked that question, I thank you, and feel free to follow up with me on that. But yes, I believe that in the very near future, we will be starting to publish and produce that type of information.
Great. What are the current differences between available data on Equio 4.0 for Canada versus the US?
Well, on Equio 4.0, the differences between actually the only difference is the Canadian report, to be very honest and transparent. We are in the midst of defining with our Canadian partners what Equio looks like as far as the data that we'll be displaying and providing, but we don't have Canadian data other than in the reports. The last 3 years of annual reports, or last 2 years, sorry, of annual reports, as well as the Canadian report. There's a couple of other Canadian specific reports that are in there, or that mention Canada specifically in there. And then our global report, which will be out this summer, will have, obviously, Canada is a big influence on what's going on in the globe, so that will have it as well.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we actually got through all the questions. So we
Great.
appreciate everybody for submitting their questions. There was a lot of very good ones in there. And thank you so much, Gary, for doing this presentation and demonstration.
And there you have it. So we are offering this code, Equio 440 at checkout for 40% off your Equio Central subscription. We are also introducing with Equio 4.0 monthly billing. No longer would you have to buy an annual subscription. So please sign up. You have a free period. You have monthly billing, and now you have 40% off. I hope everybody has enjoyed themselves. We are here at all times if you need us, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Someone just asked me if I could contact them. I will definitely have someone reach out to you and talk to you. The URL is that equio.io. That's where everyone can go and sign up. Thanks again to both Gary and all of you for joining us. And as an FYI, we do a demonstration on the last Thursday of every month at the same time.